स्कूल सावधान। कि सुंदर कि आनंदमय एहि विशाल संसार। धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हार। धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हार। अटे अनंत पार। अटे अनंत पार। सूर्य चंद्र तारा तुम्हारी आज्ञा रे परसन्ति ज्योतिराशि। सूर्य चंद्र तारा तुम्हारी आज्ञा रे परसन्ति ज्योतिराशि। तुम्हारी कुसुम प्रति प्रभात रे हसई आनंदे भासी। धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हार। धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हार। अटे अनंत पार। अटे अनंत पार। दिय भक्ति प्रभु हृदय मोहर विराजनी तहिले। दिय भक्ति प्रभु हृदय मोहर विराजनी तहिले। सत्य पथे रही तुम्हारी आस्था रे जाऊ मदीन महीरे। धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हार। धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हार। अटे अनंत पार। अटे अनंत पार। कि सुंदर कि आनंदमय एहि विशाल संसार। धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हार। धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हार। अटे अनंत पार। अटे अनंत पार। अटे अनंत पार। अटे अनंत पार। शांति शांति शांति।
All of you take out your diary. All of you take out your diary, page number 18. Join your hands. Om Atini Ho Adhismidha Atyachiti Matyarati Magne Vishwahayagne durita sahaswatha asmadhyam sahavari sahaviram rainda. O God, may we remain far from falsehood and from ignorance. May we never be niggards. We may escape from evil. O God, give us heroic souls and honest wealth. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Let's take today's pledge with Sara Singh.
Students pledge. India is my country.
India is my country.
All Indians are my brother and sisters.
All Indians are my brothers and sisters.
I love my country.
I love my country.
And I am proud of its rich and varied heritage.
I am proud of each and every.
I shall always try to be worthy of it.
I shall always try to be worthy of it.
I shall give my parents,
I shall give my parents,
teachers,
teachers,
and all elders respect.
and all elders respect,
And treat everyone with courtesy.
and treat everyone with courtesy.
To my country and my people,
To my country and my people,
I pledge my devotion.
I pledge my devotion.
In their well-being and prosperity alone
In their well-being and prosperity alone
lies my happiness.
lies my happiness.
Jai Hind.
Today's thought by Umisha Das.
Good morning, everyone. This is Omisha Das, student of class 10E, standing before you all to say today's thought of the day. Today's thought of the day is, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Meaning, we are not human beings striving to be spiritual. We are already spiritual beings. We existed in spiritual form before we were born into this physical world. First and foremost, we are eternal souls. In the very quiet moments of our busy lives, we can easily reconnect with this knowledge. I repeat today's thought of the day. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Thank you and have a good day ahead.
Today's news headlines by Anushri Nayak.
A very warm morning. Today's news headlines are international news. A Russian invasion of Ukraine can happen anytime now. The White House said as President Joe Biden announced plans to dispatch Vice President and Secretary of State to attend the Munich conference to meet world leaders and unite them against Moscow. A leukemia patient in the US has become the first woman and the third person to be called off HIV after receiving a stem cell transplant. National news. India records 30,615 COVID-19 cases and 514 deaths in 24 hours. In a long pending reform, almost 14 years after the terror attacks, the government has now appointed the country's first national maritime security to ensure effective coordination and cooperation among multiple central and state authorities dealing with the domain. State news, the total number of active COVID cases fell to a new low of 7,794. The BJP and BJD blamed each other for incidents of violence, resulting in poll disruptions in different parts of the state. Sports news, Cristiano Ronaldo broke his goal to score Manchester United's Open in a 2-0 defeat. Rohit Bishnoi signed 2 as host when post 2020 against West Indies by 6 wickets. Today's weather report, maximum temperature 30.6 degrees Celsius, minimum temperature 15.6 degrees Celsius. Dry weather likely to prevail over Odisha. Bhubaneswar will have mainly clear sky. Thank you and have a good day.
Aditi Anshika presents the speech today.
Be at least as impressed at what goes inside you as what happens outside. If you get the inside right, automatically the outside will get into place. Good morning, everyone. This is Aditi Anshika from class 10, section E, going to deliver a speech on the topic World Human Spirit Day. So many of our statements nowadays end with the world as we know it. World Human Spirit Day is a celebration of the fact that what we know about our own world is limited and superficial. It's the day to wonder about our own achievements on this planet as humans and to contemplate the endless possibilities we have as spirits. It's the day to spend within the pleasure and embrace the fact that we do not have all the answers and that may be for the best. It's the day to give higher power thanks for what we have and what we don't have, for making us who we are. This day is a celebration of continuity, of hope, of awareness, an occasion for all of us to connect spiritually, to gaze at the universe beyond worldly bodies. The message conveyed on this day is to remind all those simple ways through which we can empower ourselves every day. At last, I would like to say, human spirits are stronger than anything that could happen to it. With this, I sign out. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Sarthak Mishra will create awareness for COVID-19.
Good morning, everyone. I, Sarthak Mishra of class 10A, is here to guide you all regarding the COVID awareness talk. We all know during this global pandemic, we have been adversely affected in the field of education and various other areas regarding economics, then sports, etc. And with this, we have lost many things. But if I say that we can follow some simple safety measures and precautions, then we can avoid this issue and problems within some period of time. That is, the first, we should always wear a mask while visiting public places. Number two, we should always sanitize our hands, and we should always carry a sanitizer while visiting any other public places. Then we should always maintain social distancing about 6 feet. And lastly, if we show any symptoms regarding the COVID-19, such as cough, sore throat, or headache, then we should immediately consult a nearby doctor so that we can avoid further issues related to this pandemic. And if we follow the above safety measures, then we not only save our own life, but we can save also others. Thank you, and have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Sarthak. Today's teacher's talk will be presented by Mr. S.N. Hota.
Good morning, everyone. Respected Principal Madam, my supervisors, my colleagues, and my dear students. I feel glad to be here, even if it is a virtual platform, to express my views, my opinion about a book that I have read recently. The book is the Mastery Manual, and the author of the book is one who is a globally respected humanitarian, a powerful speaker, public speaker, advisor to many CEOs of Fortune 100 companies of the world. And we all know him that he is known internationally, having repute for his book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Children, do you know who is the author I am talking about? He is Robin Sharma. And one thing that comes to my mind when I go through the first cover page of this book, written manual, so that one question comes to my mind: without reading manual, can't we ride a motorbike? Can't we drive a car, motor car? Can't we make use of our electronic gadgets, starting from your Bluetooth, earbud, at home, domestic, that things like your washing machine, TVs, can we make use of it? So we can make use of it even if we have not gone through the manual. But this internationally famous author has written a manual. Then what is this manual? Manual means a leaflet, a booklet, a piece of paper. Always that whenever you purchase something from the market, this along with the product, we are getting one manual. Out of anxiety, we read once or twice, not so sincerely. Still then, we are able to make use of the goods, the product. So then what is this manual? So when I looking through this book, I found that this manual is the manual of a most complex, complicated machine that is our body, the human body, and its accessories, the mind, that emotions and energy. Really, children, if we go through this book, you can come across the fact, some guidelines, some tips, which could increase our performance on day-to-day basis. So this book contains some tips for the body, the most complicated that machinery that we have. Some tips like wake up 5 a.m. in the morning, take the advantage of an early riser, do some exercise 4 to 5 days a week, take proper diet, take plenty of water. So many things are there, very common and which could be achievable. And one thing is very sure that if we integrate our body, that mind and that emotions and our energy, that one person could elevate himself to higher level of possibilities in life. It is very clear. One can go up to the higher level of possibilities in your life if you are able to integrate those things. So this book contains a personal guide, a life-changing guide for personal and professional greatness. For personal greatness, some tips and guidelines are given in this book. For professional greatness, you are yet to come to that word, professional word, in few years to come. And if you go through this book, how to fuel and how to turn procrastination into power. Very great that you see these things are achievable. Can be done with few the tips, the guidelines that is given in the book. How to leverage small daily wins into big victories. How to reinvent yourself on the elite producer who dominates your field, how to master your own world to create a monumental outer one, and how to balance great achievements with with rest, with happiness, and beautiful spiritual life, and how to make your mark, and leave a legacy in the world. With this, with best wishes to my students, that I sign out. Bye.
स्कूल सावधान। अविरल निर्मल सलिल सदय ज्ञान प्रदायिनि ज्योतिर्मय हो चहु दिशु घोषवै देवी जय जय, देवी जय जय। प्रबल प्रवाहमयी नित्य नूतन जीवन दायिनी सदा सनातन वेद प्रणीता परम पुनीता ये धारा अक्षय दिए विजय जय, दिए विजय जय। दयानंद से प्रेम भक्ति ने, हंसराज से त्याग शक्ति ने, धर्म भक्ति का राष्ट्र शक्ति का वो दिन मान्योदय दिए विजय जय, दिए विजय जय। सुख समृद्धि इसकी लहर, प्रेम शांति इसके तट ठहर, सघन शांतिमय प्रबल क्रांतिमय लिए अटल निश्चय दिए विजय जय, दिए विजय जय। स्कूल विसर्जन।